And welcome back. A few weeks ago, we had County Commissioner Jim Howell on, who talked a little bit about a debate that's happening between the city and the county concerning sales taxes. And so we decided we better give some equal time to the city. In fact, I even said in the show that I knew I was going to get in trouble with Jim's comments. But anyway, we've got Pete on here to talk to us, Pete Meitzner, District 2 council member, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's up and what the city side is on this.
Well, thank you, Tim, for having us on.
Sure.
Allow us to, it's not really a debate, it's more of a discussion, I would
Absolutely.
say. But basically, you know, in 1985, about 30 years ago, the Sedgwick County officials, as well as the cities within Sedgwick County, did a proposal for a 1-cent countywide sales tax. It has no sunset on it. And so they got together, and it was a mail-in ballot, and 30 years ago it passed. And since then, we've been paying 1 cent on every consumer sales, which you were just talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. And how does that penny divide up?
Well, there's a state formula that basically takes your share of sales tax revenue contribution and your share of your property tax, and then they divide it up, and it all equals 100%. Mm-hmm. In this case, $100 million about comes in every year. There's a calculation, and then it's all dispersed back out to the various cities and entities that generate the sales tax.
And the county's thought on this, and correct me if I'm wrong, Pete, because it's kind of hard to understand, but the county wants a little bit bigger piece of that pie, from my understanding. Would that be an accurate statement?
Well, the county gets a bigger piece,
but they want more.
Well, I'm not sure they want more. It's,
I think they do. Pretty sure they do.
But the city of Wichita, for example, contributes about $78 million of that $100 million every year. That's generated within the boundaries of the city of Wichita. Mm-hmm. Derby, they all contribute, and that equals 100%. But ours is $78 million out of that $101 million. And the formula, again, set by the state, and this is statewide, but there have been exceptions to it. But the city of Wichita gets back $59 million every year. Mm-hmm. There was an agreement right after that was passed in '85 by the county, Sedgwick County, and city of Wichita that said we will take every bit that we get back. Half of it will go to reduction in property tax. The other half, whatever we receive, will go towards roads and bridges and street projects. And that's been in place since then. And both the city and county have adhered to that. Mm-hmm. And we just feel that there's this gap that we talk about. We, again, 17 million, 18 million less than the city generates. The unincorporated area generates they get back about 13 million more than they put in. Mm-hmm. And so there's a little bit of a gap that we think that we could work on to try to make the whole region, the whole county, including the Sedgwick County, which is, the city of Wichita, which is 78% of the population as well. So that's the discussion we're having. To
kind of sum up your information, tell me if I'm following this correctly. The money that the city raises in the sales tax within the city of Wichita, right. We actually receive about 17 million less than what we raise.
Right.
Unincorporated areas, county, receives about 13 million more, and then the other cities that are in the county receive about 4 million more than what they raise.
Correct.
And this is the rub in this whole thing. The city says, I'm assuming that let's not take any more of that money out of the city, and the county would like more.
Yeah, Tim, we just think there could be a little bit of fairness discussion about this. We do our large part, we feel, in the city of Wichita, contributing to the benefit of the county. Mm-hmm. And we just feel if you talk about fairness, people taxes with the federal level, state level, income, there's a lot of taxes that you have no control over as a taxpayer. And in this case, this is a local issue that could be handled and just dialogued with our friends at the county commission. And we just like to continue a positive dialogue in that area.
You're being so nice.
He's working real hard.
No, my hand's off to him. He's been so nice here.
The original intent in 1985, I don't think is what's happening today. And it is 30 years. School funding, rules have changed in 30 years. Things change, and it's okay to look at stuff and go on.
We've got about 30 seconds left. How does this get solved? How do you decide who's going to win in this deal?
Well,
everybody has to win, or it's not going to change.
Right.
Well,
I would agree. It can be handled between us. Our intent at the city is not to impact the other cities. There's 19 other cities in the county, and we don't want although they all collectively get a little more than they pay, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But the large disparity is what the city of Wichita generates and what it gets back, and what the unincorporated area generates and what it's getting.
It's an interesting subject, and we will certainly keep up to date with this, I think, as we move forward in the future, because I think a lot of people don't even realize this exists. But we are out of time. Guys, thanks for being on the program. Thank you for watching the show. If you have any questions or comments, please email me at thisweekinkansas@kake.com. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a wonderful week.